Hey guys, I'm here with my oversized Jack Lambert jersey on, and the reason why we're talking about Jack Lambert is because this guy used to punish people. And I don't want you to Jack Lambert yourself. I want you to think about it like this, all right? There's going to be two different topics that I talk about, but they both have to do with your own level of what you're going to put up with, what you expect, and how hard you want to come across as far as with the people that you're with and the things that you really want for yourself. And if you've heard me talk at my seminars before, you've heard me talk about what I call the Hypnotica restoration process. And what this is a lot of people don't really know where they stand. So I want you to think about this. I want you to think about on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you normally stand at as far as if your 0 is depressed? 10 is just blissful. Me personally, I'm about at an 8. You know, most of the time I have my ups, I have my downs. But for the most part, I'm about an 8. So that's my base level of what I expect out of life, out of my experience, out of just my beingness, okay? And the way I look at it is this. If you're with someone, right, and you're in a relationship, and you're normally at an 8, and this person comes into your life, or these people come into your life, and all of a sudden, chronically, I'm not talking about if they have a bad experience and you're dealing with it and you're kind of both dropping a little bit. I'm talking about chronic relationship where all of a sudden you're an 8 and the person that you're with kind of brings you down, and all of a sudden you realize you're at a 7, you're at a 6, you're even at a 5. Well, to me, it means get that person out of your life, okay? Because your quality of life is going down, and it means that that person's not really good for you as far as that goes. You should be with a person that's at least at an 8 or a 9, or it could be a 7, and every once in a while they have like an 8 or a 9 or a 10, whatever it is. The point is, revere yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't Jack Lambert yourself, okay? So that's the first thing I want you to think about is who are the people that are going to be in life to bring you up, or they can drag you down and tackle you and slam me down like my boy Jack Lambert. He's my all-time friend, all-time favorite, I should say. So I want you just to think about that, okay? Just really think about it. Who's in your life? What do you expect out of it? And what do you want out of it? And think about your relationships, because that's really going to mold who you are in the future, okay? So that's part one. The second part about sabotaging and beating yourself up and getting dragged down before you even get involved is notice the conversations that you're having. A lot of people don't understand this, but it's super, super important as far as coming across and letting the person unconsciously understand what you expect out of a relationship. I can't tell you how many times I hear people at tables next to me, or even people in general, and they're sitting there and they're telling what went wrong with the relationship. Like guys will be sitting at the table and go, well, I'll tell you what, that she cheated on me, she did this, blah, 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 blah. And the matter of fact is this. If you're going out with a person for, say, the first time or whatever, and the person's like, well, tell me about your last relationship, and you're like, oh, they cheated on me and they treated me like shit and they were just rude to me, you're subconsciously telling that person what you put up with in the past. Don't do that. That's just dumb, okay? The way to get around that, to really set an unconscious level with this person at a higher level so that it shows that you expect more from yourself, you expect more from your relationships, and you expect more from that person. So let's just say a person's sitting there and they're like, well, tell me about your past relationship. And you simply go like this. Look, past relationships, they come and they go. Sometimes the person just doesn't match. But I'll tell you why I did sit with this person for so long. Because every time I woke up in the morning, there was breakfast in bed. Or every time I went to sleep, the person massaged my feet to sleep. Or when I woke up in the morning, they were just vibrant and they were just happy and they rolled over and they gave me a kiss and they were just like, I'm so glad to see you. Okay? Do you see the difference? So I want you to understand, next time you're sitting there and perhaps you're going out with a new person and they ask about past relationships, do not talk about the negative. Do not talk about what you put up with, and especially for girls, because I hear you do this stuff all the time. He treated me like this, he did this. Just don't do that, okay? Because this is going to save you a lot of pain and a lot of from my man Jack Lambert. None of that. Just don't let it drag you down, okay? So think creatively. Think what's good for you. Okay, and position yourself in the best light so that that person that's going to be with you reveres you as much as you revere yourself. So if you like the message, please hit subscribe and hit like, and we'll talk next week. So remember, if you double your fun, you double your pleasure. Hypnotica